Hello everyone, and welcome to some more No Wrestling! It's me here, Mark Silvester, and welcome today guys to another edition of TMNT No Wrestling's Let's Plays. Now what I want to do today guys is, as it's 30 years this year since the release of one of my all-time favourite games, being the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Super Nintendo, and what I want to do is I'm going to be playing through the game as my boy, my favourite turtle of them all, Leonardo, in the tournament mode. And you have the amazing Konami, like do-do-do-do-do-do, because back in the day all the different companies had the amazing like little chimes, like you obviously have the PlayStation iconic chime, and you also have the Sega one, or you have things like the and you also have things like the, for example, the Capcom one as well, and it just such good stuff, man, such good stuff. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys in a sense the story, so you can see here the demo coming up in a second, where you've got Leonardo versus the Shredder. And the cool thing about this game is that there's 3 different versions of exactly the same game, where you have one release on the Nintendo, which came out the year after, it's like the original Nintendo, like the NES, and then you also had as well the Mega Drive / Genesis version, which came out just around the same time as the Super Nintendo one did, which is the one I'm playing now, or will be playing now in a second. But the cool thing about it is the fact that they equally distinctively, and I think for me, this is my favourite version. I remember playing it a lot when I was a kid as well, and then you can see here as well the profile of Leonardo and stuff. It's just so cool just to see it all and stuff. And it's just such a cool game, and it's very sort of like similar in its way of playing as Street Fighter, where there's a lot of different. I know this one only has 4 buttons, where Street Fighter usually has 6 and stuff, but a lot of the button commands are heavily influenced by Street Fighter and stuff. We've got obviously the quarter circle, the charge back, the charge down, and you know, all the different kind of moves and stuff. It's just so cool to have all these different distinctive characters have a very distinctive and strong feel to Street Fighter, because as you can see here, the characters being like War, Asuka, Wingnut, Armagon, Shredder and stuff, and that kind of thing, showing off Chrome Dome too, and it's like showing off all different characters. And you can see here as well the turtles discussing about, this show looks interesting, as Leonardo says. Hey, April's going to be covering that show. Huh? Shredder's name was on the entry list. I wonder what type of evil plan he's up to now. And you got here as well Splinter coming out saying, my sons, the challenge has been made. Let me see how well you have done in your training. And Michelangelo goes, yes, Master Splinter, we won't fail you. And you can see here over all the 4 saying, brothers, it's nothing personal, but I'm going to win. I'm going to focus all of my energy towards this battle. Let's show Master Splinter what we have learned. And you can see in a minute here, you can see the amazing shot of all the 4 different turtles, where you've got Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo and Leonardo appearing, and then you've got the amazing shot here as well of the title screen. Because the cool thing about this game is you have tournament mode, versus mode, and story battle. Where the differences between the different versions is story mode, or story battle, sorry, you only play as the 4 different turtles. Versus mode is obviously just a generic versus mode where you have you against another player. But you also have as well, which is really cool too, Watch, which is where you can have like the CPU versus the CPU in itself and stuff as well, which is really cool. And then tournament is just basically just a generic tournament mode where you choose one of 10 characters to play through, and then you fight against at the end the Rat King and Karai. So it's really cool. So you got here Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, Armagon, Wingnut, Chrome Dome, Asuka, War, and the Shredder. And you also can play through as well, only in 2-player mode though, as Karai and the Rat King. Now the battle that you've been waiting for. The ultimate tournament in the galaxy. The winner will receive more money than he can possibly imagine. And obviously when you play as Asuka, it will be then she can possibly imagine, because it always depends on the gender of the character, because obviously all the characters themselves are male, except for Asuka. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the game, make it, and I'm going to find it so I can then play against War. So that's a character I like playing against first. So yeah, perfect. What I needed. And then I'm now going to be choosing Leonardo. There we go, Mount Olympus, second time round, booyah. Because the cool thing about this game as well, with the story mode, obviously in that story mode you have Karai kidnapping Splinter as well as April, and then you go around across New York trying to save them and stuff, and all around America depending. I see it more as New York than the whole of America, because it's, you know, even at Mount Olympus and you've got like like water thing. So to me it seems a bit kind of weird and that kind of stuff as well, but you have to go through different parts of New York, and then you fight against different, obviously all the enemies that you like, obviously like War, Asuka, etc. and stuff, and then you fight against, depending on who it is, could be the Rat King, could even be your doppelganger, and then you would, you know, you save April / Master Splinter. And then at the end of the game, you would then fight against Karai. But you only fight against her if you do it from level 3 and higher, like medium and higher difficulty. Because otherwise, if you do it on the easiest difficulty, you don't fight against her. You only fight against the Rat King at the most. Ah, you fucker. So close to getting a special move there. And this is a really cool game too, that this is the first ever game to have special moves in a fighting game. Where the year afterwards we had Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, came out in '94, and this is the first game to have it. So each character has their own distinctive special move, where Leonardo has this amazing move where he does thousands upon thousands of punches and stuff. Donatello has this amazing huge dragon he launches across the screen. You've got Michelangelo does his amazing like different combination move where he does like his rolling attack into like different kicks into the Rising Thunder. I'm going to go back to the specials in a minute, but you better not fight me with your feeble skills. You should spend more time training. And obviously as well you had Leonardo there saying his winning speech and stuff. And then you have Raphael launches in the end, throws a load of like pizzas or like these circular projectiles against you. Shredder's special move is like a big lightning bolt, which they took a lot of inspiration for Shredder's Revenge with. Asuka is gets in the middle of the screen and basically makes this big like weird looking wavy sort of electrical shocking kind of move. Chrome Domes is he basically explodes, covers a lot of the screen. Wingnut is he yes, got him. Wingnuts is where he jumps into the air and then flaps around with his massive wings and these big like projectile like circular, sort of a bit like the scrolls from the original NES Turtles game attack hits you. Armagon's special move is where he causes the waves to come up. Wars is where he does this like big orb of like energy around him which then goes across the entire screen. And I believe that's it. All the characters. Shit. Yes, got him. Then that's everyone, yeah, so they each have their own distinctive and very different feeling, special move and stuff. I know you can technically include Rat King and Karai, where Rat King's one is he lifts up the opponent and then does this amazing big like explosion move, where Karai is basically the Dark Thunder, which he then uses like the lightning, which then she uses the same move again in Shredder's Revenge as one of her specials as well, which is really cool to see the influences of this game into Shredder's Revenge, where her normal special move that she does, where she jumps in the end, does all these amazing big punches. you actually have that move in Shredder's Revenge as one of the special moves that you can do as the jumping move, because each of the character has 3 different like special kind of things where I'm being destroyed now. Fuck it.